Let me even shock you. The way I got the job was even amazing, really, because I did not apply for the job. So they wanted to reach out to someone. Mistakenly, they switched one number to my number.
No way, really?
Yeah, I was even surprised because I did not.
Oh my God, did you hear that?
I came here chasing a dream, hoping to build a better future,
Well, Dubai gives you hope. It's where anything feels possible, really.
Technically, I left my home so I could create something meaningful for my family and for my life. Welcome to the Voices of Sacrifice and Success with Robin.
Like I promised last year towards end of year in December that I was going to start a podcast. I'm very glad to introduce the first episode of Voices of Sacrifice and Success with Robin. And today I'm honored to have my beautiful friend, a gorgeous personality, a girl that I've gotten to know very well.
Yeah.
My good friend, T.
Hi, everyone. It's good to be here and to be with Robin.
Do you want to say more of the introduction on your part?
No,
they just know your name.
I think you've
maybe you can say a little bit of where you're from, those kind of things. And then we jump into, first of all, happy 2025.
Yeah, happy New Year, everyone.
You have any big plans for 2025?
Of course, everybody has a big plan, but I did not make any plan for this year.
You did not make any plans for this year. We'll get into that why.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that you opened this new chapter for us. This new chapter, this is 2025. So this might be your goal as well.
Maybe
right?
or maybe not.
maybe not. But anyways, this is a new chapter, and I hope, we get to have a good time today. We get to talk and share some of the things that people would like to know.
Definitely.
How are you?
I've been good. Yeah, I've been good. Far away from my family, but it has not been easy. So
okay,
we just have to continue living like this for the meantime.
Okay, for those of the people that are watching, they don't know you, obviously.
Yeah.
So, like I mentioned in the beginning, this is my friend. Her name is T. I just call her T. She has a full name. I cannot pronounce it, but I just call it T.
Yeah, T is fine.
Yeah, I just call it T. T is fine because if I try to say the full name,
no, you can
even
actually try.
Okay,
my
what's
name
your
is
full name?
Uluwato Singh. It's actually easy.
Uluwato
Singh.
Singh.
Uluwato Singh, which means God is worthy to worship.
Wait, Uluwato I can say. Uluwa
Tosi.
Tosi.
Yeah.
That's where the T comes from.
Yeah.
So Uluwatosi.
Correct.
Okay, so that's the full name.
It's very easy.
So what does it mean again?
God is worthy to worship.
God is
worthy to worship.
God is worthy to worship.
Worthy to worship.
Okay, God is worthy to worship. Uluwato
Sing.
Uluwatosi.
Okay, just leave it at
Uluwatosi from Nigeria.
Yeah.
And as you all know, I'm Zimbabwean. So today we'll get to ask Uluwatosi some questions. Okay. I'll just call it T, okay?
To make it easy.
So how long have you been in Dubai, Uluwatosi?
I think I've been in Dubai for the past 3.5 years.
3.5 years. That's a long time. And are you here with your family, your friends, your close ones?
Well, I wish I am with my family, but unfortunately, I'm not with anybody. But I got a sister here. We came in together. So basically, I call her my sister. She's from also Nigeria.
Okay.
So when I came in, I met her where I went to search for a job. So we went job outside together. So that's why we became.
So she's not your blood sister. It's just a girl that you met who is also from the same country.
Yeah.
But then as time went on, you got to know each other.
Very close.
Was that because when you met her, you were both looking for the same kind of opportunity, you had the same dream, you had the same goal?
Well,
why that particular person?
Well, for me, especially when I meet African, I get so much excited because, this is not where our family are.
Yeah.
And this country is, it's Arabic country.
Yeah.
Where everybody comes in and it's a tourist country.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here we have different nationality.
Okay.
So whenever I meet my country people, especially Nigerians, I get so much excited. So let me say when I met her, we did not become very close, but as time goes on, because she did not even get the job, I got the job. So, but, we keep in touch and we keep on communicating till now. So we became very, very close.
To the point that you guys call each other sisters.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And we talk every day.
You talk every day, as in
Every day.
texting. Do you guys live together?
Calling. No, we are not living together.
Okay, but you talk every day. You see each other from time to time.
Yeah.
So let's go back to when you guys met. This was, like you said, an open job interview, I guess.
I think she has gone for the interview before me. So we went for a training together.
Okay,
So I
so
met her.
they called you for training together.
Yes, because it was a restaurant. So you have to go for 3 to 4 days training.
So it's shortlisted people.
Yeah.
You go for training, and then they are sort of paying attention to what you can do, what you cannot do.
Yeah.
Are you suitable for what they're looking for?
Exactly.
Are you fit for the profile that they want for their restaurant? And then in the end, that shortlisted group, they pick the final.
Yeah.
Okay, the final people that they will employ.
Exactly.
Okay, so you met. Did you guys get to speak? Are you from the same city? Back in Nigeria?
No, we are not, because she's Igbo, I'm Yoruba.
Okay, so what is Igbo and what is Yoruba?
Well, we are all
It's a tribe. I know it's a
Nigerian,
tribe.
So we speak different language.
Okay.
I cannot understand that. She cannot understand me.
So how do you communicate then?
English.
You speak to your sister from Nigeria in English. Mm-hmm. You have the same passports.
Yeah.
But you speak in English.
Yes. We actually have 3 tribes in Nigeria, which is Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa.
Hausa?
Yeah.
So Igbo, Yoruba,
Hausa.
Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa.
Yes.
And all 3 of you speak different languages.
Different language.
Is it a language or is it just a dialect? It's different words.
No,
Because, I'll give you an example. So, for example, in China, they speak Mandarin, the whole country, right? But if you go to the north, they have a way of saying, for example, the word TV is called dianshi. If you go to the north, I forgot the pronunciation, dianshi. Some they pronounce dianshi.
Okay, so let me just say it's a dialect.
Okay, so it's more the dialect. So it's the same language, but different way you pronounce the words.
No, don't confuse me. It's different language because we don't even understand each other.
Okay, let's make it easier. For example, glass.
Yeah.
Right. The way you say glass in your language
is different.
Totally different on how they say glass in their language. Okay, so the language is different. It's not just a dialect. Okay.
Yeah. So the common
That's
language
interesting.
we speak together is English.
So even in Nigeria, so which parts of Nigeria are Igbo? Which parts are Yoruba? Which parts are Hausa?
It's Hausa.
Hausa.
Yeah.
As I know, I think Yoruba is the majority, right?
Is it?
I read somewhere that Yoruba is
I think Igbo and Yoruba.
Igbo and Yoruba are like the 2 giants, right?
But I don't know, but I don't know, really.
So different language.
Yeah, different language. Because when she speaks, I don't understand.
You speak different languages. You're not from the same city. You met in Dubai. You both got shortlisted. You went for trainings together.
Yeah.
When was it that you knew that this maybe might be the person that I would like to trust in Dubai? Because I believe you were new at that time in Dubai.
Yeah.
So obviously you were not just going to go around
with any kind of person.
With anyone and trusting anyone, especially I know what it's like to look for a job. During that period, you're just stressed. You don't have, I don't know about you, but most of the people that come to Dubai, they don't have enough money.
Of course.
They don't have, they don't have rent. They don't have enough money to eat, even to go out, even for transportation, because you have to transport back and forth from home to work, from work to home. So if I was in your shoes, I don't think my mindset would be, let me make a friend, even though the person would have been from my country. So what is it that made you sort of be comfortable with saying, I like this girl, even if we speak different languages. She's Nigerian, I'm Nigerian. She's black, I'm black. I just, what is it that kind of resonated with you?
There's one thing about Nigerians.
Yeah.
we are accommodating. Like we love each other. When you travel to Nigeria, I bet you feel as if you're home, far away from home, because the way they are going to treat you, the way they are going to welcome you, the way they are going to like accommodate you, it's a different way. So that's the way I was brought up. If I see anybody from Nigeria, trust me, I don't even care who you are, where you're from. I just play with you because I just feel we are from the same place. Even Africans, I have this excitement in me because I met my sister, I met my brothers. So it's a different kind of feelings. And to shock you, I was actually looking for a place to stay.
Okay.
So when I met her, and I discussed with her like, babe, please, are you staying alone? Because I'm looking for where to stay. Because where I was coming from is a bit far away from work. So it's a lot of transportation. So she was like, yes, she stays alone. So we can share the
accommodation, the room. Okay.
And we shared the rent into two. I was like, okay, I'm in. And the following day, she sent me the location to her home. And I told my brother, because I have a brother here.
Okay.
So I told my brother, okay, I got someone and she's staying alone. So I've discussed with her and she said, I can come. So that's the way we became.
Okay, so you got closer, you opened up to her that you didn't have a place to stay. Oh, you had a place to stay, but then it was a bit far and it was costly.
Very
as
costly.
in transportation was expensive. Okay. So you opened up about this. You told her, this is my situation. And she had open arms to the whole towards the whole situation.
Yeah.
You can come stay with me. I'm by myself. So you guys moved in together. You told your brother. Yeah. And in the end, what happened with this? Because I believe you were still going through trainings at the time.
After the third day, I was picked. But unfortunately, she was not.
And why do you think you were picked and she was not picked? I know it's your sister. Obviously,
really don't know.
Obviously, you're not going to say something, to kind of put her down or to slam her under the bus.
Let me even shock you. The way I got the job was even amazing, really, because I did not apply for the job. So they wanted to reach out to someone. Mistakenly, they switched one number to my number.
No way, really?
Yeah, I was even surprised because I did not.
Oh my God, did you hear that?
So when I got a call from the HR,
you were shocked.
Yeah, but I was not. That moment I was not, because I was applying on Indeed. So I was like, maybe it's one of the.
Indeed in Dubai is a bit sketchy though.
Yeah, it's
but go on. We'll talk about that later.
So when I got the phone call, they asked me to come for interview.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So they sent me the location on WhatsApp. And when I got there, there were different people there for the interview.
Okay.
So I met the manager. The manager was from India. So when the manager came, they were picking the candidates with their CV.
Yeah.
And my turn, they were like, my name is not on the list. So he asked me if
you received a call?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I received a call from anyone. I said yes, and I showed them the number and the location they sent to me.
Okay.
So the manager was surprised, like, your name is not on the list. I'm like, I don't know.
How come? Yes, I got a call, but my name is not on the list. Like, interesting.
So there was this guy, is a top manager there.
Okay.
So he walked in.
Was he black as well?
Yeah, he's black. He's black.
I think we all know why.
But he's not like, he's, what's it called? He's not black. He's half black, I think he's from, I can't remember, but he's a nice guy.
Okay.
You cut this off. So he came in, I was still sitting, and he came in, he sat beside me, and he was like, hey, how are you? I was even thinking he was a guest.
Okay.
So he said, how are you? I said, I'm fine. For me, I love smiling. Mm-hmm. So I smiled at him. I was like, hi, good afternoon. He was like, good afternoon. I said, how are you? I said, I'm fine. I was even thinking he came for the interview.
Okay.
So are you here for the interview? I make a conversation.
You started a conversation with him. Yeah. Okay.
So I was like, okay, no, but I just came here to eat. I was like, oh, wow. So what do you want to eat? I was like just conversing with him. I'm like, okay. So when the manager of the restaurant came, I was like, sorry, your name is not on the list. But yeah, but I brought my CV. You can just interview me. But when he collected my CV and was like, okay, let me interview you. what the question was asking, I don't even know, because it was asking a question from
Like what kind of questions
restaurants.
was he asking?
How many types
So
of
this was F&B related.
yeah. And
So
I
if
have
you can
no
just give the
experience.
viewers an
Yeah.
like
It
an
was-
example or 2 examples of what sort of questions he was asking you.
Yeah, he was asking me how many type of forks do we have?
Mm.
I like, we have the normal fork. I was so embarrassed. I was like, we have the normal fork, because for me, back home, I don't really go out. So
Okay. So he was asking you how many
forks
forks
do we have?
we have
Yeah.
that they use for desserts.
And,
I don't think they use a fork for dessert. They use a spoon,
no,
right?
they use
They
a
do
fork,
use a
yeah,
fork.
yeah.
Okay.
For dessert,
For steak.
for steaks and all.
Okay.
So I like, we have the normal fork. The manager looks like me, like, is this guy really serious? I can read through his expression. But for me, I was just keeping the confidence as if I know what I was saying.
Yeah.
So the manager was like, okay. When he finished the interview, he was like, okay. And after that, the guy that came in, that walked in,
Okay.
was like, I'm interested in you. Like,
In what way? Was
What-
he interested in you in your professionalism or your
He said
your
he-
experience, or he was interested in you
because I
in
made
something?
like he said the way I smiled at him when I worked.
Okay, so you gave this impression of guest
first
satisfaction, guest experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was like, what are you here for? I'm here for a job interview. It's like,
Okay.
what position?
Yeah.
I said, I don't know. Any position that is available.
Yeah.
He said, can I be an hostess? I was like, yes, why not? I can. I'm like, okay.
Because of the smile. So you wanted you to be like the first point
of
that
contact.
people
Yeah, we see.
get to meet. So you give them a warm smile.
You know,
it lightens
I
up
have
the
a
mood.
beautiful smile.
That's actually smart.
Yeah.
You give them a good smile.
Welcome, yeah.
A welcoming smile, and then it lightens up the mood. They get this feeling that
Exactly.
this place is lovely.
Yeah.
You see, like I said in the beginning, she's an amazing person. But yeah, go on.
So I like, yes. Till before then, I don't know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
So he was just asking me, will I be able to do hostess job? I was like,
Yeah.
yes, I can. Why not? They just need to give me training that I can do it. So I was like, okay.
So sorry to cut you, had you worked in a restaurant or anything related to F&B until
Never.
that point?
Never. But I've worked as an hostess, but not F&B hostess back
Okay.
home. It's an hostess like event ushers like that.
Okay.
I even have my own company in Nigeria.
So
I
you
have
had
my
an
girls.
experience when it comes
Yeah.
to the whole
Yeah.
hostess kind of sort of
Welcoming
thing,
people.
welcoming
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
Okay.
So I told him I can do it, but I just need. So he told me it's not only if they hire me for the hostess.
Yeah.
It's not only hostess job I'll be doing. I'm like,
You
no
can,
problem.
yeah. That's the thing with Dubai.
Yeah.
So they can hire you as a, like for example, I'll give my example. My first job in Dubai, I worked as a banquet supervisor.
Okay.
Which
You have
means
to run
events, stuff like that. But then when they needed people for iftar, like during Ramadan, like when they needed people for iftar, because iftar there's a lot of people, they would call me to the restaurant. Hey, you have
have to
F&B
assist.
knowledge. Come and assist.
Exactly.
Come and clear, not clean the dishes. I mean, come and clear the
Assist.
tables. Come and put food on the table. So sometimes they'd call me to be like a waiter, and I'm like,
Is that my
hello.
job? But for me, I was very happy to do it because I needed to have the experience. You know?
Okay.
If you want to
First job in Dubai.
exactly,
Okay.
you have to have the experience. So when he told me everything, I was like, no problem, I'm open. So far, they are going to give me training.
Yeah.
But the manager, I can sense that he does not like
So
me.
the manager was from where? Indian.
Yeah, the manager is
So
from
he's
India.
Indian.
Yeah.
And the guy that you were speaking to, what was his position?
Is also, I think it's
Assistant manager, general manager.
General
So he was
manager.
higher than
the manager.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and he was African.
Yeah, it's
mixed.
Jamaica.
Jamaican,
Yeah,
okay.
Jamaican. So, okay, just sit with me and don't worry, just give me your CV.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. So I was sitting and he was like, okay, you can go home. We'll give you a call back. If
Okay.
you
So he took your CV.
Yeah.
And then he told you that you can go back. We'll give you a call. That's the worst thing to hear when you're
Ever.
looking for a job.
Ever.
Trust me, that's the worst thing to hear.
Especially
Because
in Dubai.
90% of the people in
They will
Dubai
not-
never call you back.
No, never.
Okay, and then what happened after
I was
that?
a bit scared because, the restaurant manager don't like
He
me.
doesn't like, because you don't know anything related to F&B.
I don't care. He doesn't know something to before he started job. So after the interview date, I think I got a call the following day, and they asked me to start.
So one day later,
Yeah, they called me.
you got a call. Come in. Was this for training purposes?
Yeah, for the training, 3 days
Okay.
training.
So this was for 3 days training.
Yeah.
Okay. But then after 3 days training, you get the job.
Yeah, I got the job after.
Okay.
Of course, I put in my whole
So
effort.
after 3 days, you managed to know about the forks and
Yeah, no, because
you were
didn't
being
hire
hired as a hostess.
not waitress.
So majority of your training was surrounded with
No, it
welcoming
was-
people. No.
Even that, because I think it was around August. I can't remember, but it was a bit busy. So we are serving. We're like doing all.
So there was no time to go and stand at the door,
no,
look
no
at the
time.
guests, marhaba, marhaba.
I was even doing a waitress job, but for me,
Marhaba means hi, welcome. Means what? Marhaba.
I don't know.
Like in Arabic, marhaba, I think means
No, the
hi.
one I know is shukran. Like thank you.
Shukran, it means
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you.
I think most of the hostels, when you go to like an Arabic place, I hear them saying marhaba. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think marhaba means welcome or hi,
I don't
something
know,
like
but
that.
I was speaking
Yeah.
English to them. I only speak when they are going shukran. Thank you.
Shukran,
That's all.
thank you.
That's all. But it was really, really like I don't know, but it was mixed feeling because
Were you
they were-
happy about the job?
Of course, I was happy because I
Because
needed
you
a
had
job.
you had money coming in.
Exactly,
Okay.
I had no choice,
All right.
and I got the job with. I did not stress myself. I
Okay.
did not even like apply for the job.
Yeah.
I just got it. I was like, it's got.
So that it was meant to be. So
Yeah.
you got the job. What was the job like? Like how often were you going to work? Was it like a 9 to 5? Was it overtime a lot of times? Was it, 1 day off? Was it 2 days off?
Yeah, it was 1 day off, but it was stressful.
So that means you're doing 12 plus hours a day.
Yeah,
That's
if
F&B.
not, if not more than that.
I know. That's food and
If not more
beverage in
than
Dubai.
that. And I was even round the clock. I was in hostess job, waitress job, barista job.
So you were doing everything
Yeah.
in that restaurant. Was it a restaurant? Was it
Yeah,
a...
it was a restaurant.
Okay, so you were in this restaurant. You were hired as a hostess.
Yeah.
But in the end, you were doing barista
Waitress,
job,
barista.
waitress,
But I was
hostess.
really happy to learn because you don't know what's
Exactly. I mean, I know it's a bit stressful. Since you're new, you don't have experience in a lot of things.
And I need to learn about the menu, what they have in the menu, the ingredients.
But I know it's not supposed to happen, but it's also a good thing because you get to spread your wings and learn other things.
Yeah,
as well.
it was.
So that if you were to find another opportunity and they ask you about something that's not related to your hostess line of job,
I can.
you'll be able to answer. You get what I mean?
Yeah. It was really amazing but stressful, doing extra hours. There was a time I was even, they were like everybody trusted me because I was doing more than, I was working hard.
So what was the you had your team members, obviously, other people from other countries as well, right?
Yeah.
What was the dynamics like? Was it more Africans? Was it more Indians? Was it more Pakistanis? And for those of you who don't know, I'm not trying to be racist. We have quite a large number of Pakistanians, Indians, Filipinos.
Morocco.
Let's just say North African.
Yeah.
Egypt, Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria.
Yeah. So we have different
And
nationalities.
Kenyans. We have quite
And
a number.
Ugandans.
Kenyans and
Ugandans.
Ugandans. Yeah.
I think South Africans too.
South Africans, it's mostly the white South Africans.
Yeah,
I don't really meet
Black
a lot
South
of black South Africans.
But
And
Kenyan,
yeah.
Zimbabwe,
No.
it's
Zimbabwe,
hard.
since I came, I think I've met only 3 Zimbabweans.
But for me, I've met a lot of
Oh,
Nigerians.
Nigeria. Okay.
Nigerians are everywhere.
Okay, so the dynamics of the team was
It was really amazing.
diversified.
No,
You were from all countries.
the team Yeah, it was mixed.
It was mixed.
Philippines.
Okay.
We had Philippines, I think Morocco or Egypt. I don't know where she's from. And Uganda, for me, Nigeria and Indians.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how was the relationship amongst the team? Were you guys interconnected in terms of being able to work together, or were you guys like really dysfunctional? The reason why I'm asking, we have different cultures, different backgrounds, different religions and everything.
Yeah.
So not that to say any religion or any culture or any nationality is better than the other, but when you mix different people from all over the world together, you get mixed results.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because one word in your language means one thing. The same word in my language means something totally different. So how was the team working with, Filipinos, Pakistanians, Indians, Egyptians, Moroccans, Africans? How was it?
I'll just say I was lucky because our team was really nice. My team was really nice. Like they were, I don't know, but for me, I was a free spirit person.
Okay.
I don't care whatever they say.
So you were just there to do your job.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to learn. So I'm even learning from them because they've been there for like
quite some
years.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll say, for me, I just do my job and I don't know what their feelings or. But it was at first because the manager don't like me. It was a bit difficult.
Because he was always pointing fingers at you.
Any mistakes.
I know.
He's always looking for a silly mistake. Yeah. But no, I proved him wrong because...
You did your best.
Yeah, I did my best. And it was like, at the end, it was like...
You're suitable for this position.
A lot of people resigned because they were not paying salary.
Why? Was it because... so salary was not coming on time.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a thing in Dubai. Majority of standalone companies, I'm talking about entrepreneurs that come to Dubai and then they open their companies, restaurants, consultancies, etc. They do have money, but the money comes late. But if you're talking about a well-built company like Imar, Bengati, what's another big company in Dubai?
I think
RTA, Accor.
Yeah.
These companies have a solid foundation. So
a good one.
The salary, they have a system basically. The salary comes on time. But if you're working for these entrepreneurs
that is just
who are hoping to grow their business or that they just came to Dubai a few years ago.
But no, I think it depends on the... Let me say the foundation, because the restaurant I was working for, it's actually based in the UK. It's a big one.
Yeah, but then how long have they been operating in Dubai? Because it might be big in the UK. They've established themselves in the UK. But then how well were they operating in Dubai? Because this is a different country. This is a different culture.
Yeah, so I think it's the people, I think they bought the name. I don't know how they did it.
Okay, so they were just using the name. Okay, so now you are comparing. So basically, it's like you're buying...
A franchise.
Yeah, exactly. It's not always going to go well. Trust me. It didn't
go well.
It's not always going to go well because you see, the thing with franchise, I don't know what their contract was like, but I'll give you
Indian that bought it. So,
okay. No. There's nothing wrong with Indians. I love Indians. I love biryani.
It's got this way. It's got it the way.
I love biryani. But anyways, for example, if you were to buy a franchise license for McDonald's. I think McDonald's in their contract, you have to use the same way that they use. For example, if only McDonald's was based in the UK, the same way they cut the fries is the same way how you do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I think they also give you their suppliers. So basically McDonald's, they have the same suppliers all over the world.
Yeah.
But some of these franchises, you only buy a name. And then when it comes to operations, your raw materials, your suppliers is different. So obviously the operations and the way things are dealt with are a bit different from the main origin of the name. You get it?
It was different.
Because the reason why most of the people buy franchise is because it's a popular name.
Yeah.
So, for example, if I want to start my clothing line and I buy franchise Zara, but then my quality is shit.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I have Zara. People will come because they see Zara. But then when it comes to the quality, people are
different.
like, how come
It's not Zara that we know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
so
anyway,
that's the way
go
it
on.
was.
Yeah.
That was the way it was. The salary was not coming on time. People were resigning and all. Like, I had to like be doing like 2 people's job because there was no barista.
Okay, so you had no manpower.
Yeah, exactly. It was a bit difficult, but I learned a lot of things. So it was. Sometimes I just regret, like, oh my God, why did God give me this kind of job? What can we do?
Yeah, but we all start from somewhere. So
Yeah,
that job went well. How long were you with that company?
I think for like 1 year.
1 year. So you stayed, you're a loyal employee.
I
You stayed
am.
with them for 1 year.
Yes.
And then you moved somewhere else?
Yeah.
Or you had a time where you didn't have a job?
No, there was not a time
Okay.
I did not.
So during your time with this company that you were with for 1 year, you were also looking for other
Another
opportunities.
job, yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the second job. What kind of a job and how did you get this job?
Okay, so how I got the job, the second job was, I think a lady came for a job too in the same company I was working for.
Okay.
I'm in the restaurant, so we kept like
In short.
in chart, and I think she resigned before me. There was a problem, so she resigned before me, and I told her I'm looking for a new opportunity if she get any. And lucky for me, she sent me one, and I went for the interview, and I did well. It's a gym, a reception,
Like a fitness gym.
but a receptionist.
Okay. Where people like get big biceps and stuff like that. Okay.
So mainly they were basically doing kickboxing and it's a.
So it was a
kickboxing.
fighting gym.
Yeah.
Okay, not strictly fitness gym.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there, it was a bit difficult too because that was when we started having issue regarding our visa, Nigerian visa. So it was a bit difficult.
Honestly, I think this is going to be so long. We might have to cut this in 2 parts because now that you just mentioned the visa issue, it just popped in my mind that that's actually another topic that deserves 2 hours of discussion.
I swear.
So let's not jump too much
time.
into it. But basically, you want to tell them what happened or I can tell them what happened?
You can
You go. If you leave out anything, I can.
regarding the visa or what?
Regarding the visa. Because most of the people, when you mentioned, that's when you started having issues with Nigerian visa. They don't know what you mean. So just give them like a summarized,
I
version of what exactly that means.
Happened. Okay, so we had a problem with the UAE. They banned Nigerians from coming in to Dubai, and they even banned our visa. So work employment was not going through. People back home cannot come in, and I think people here can go back, but you cannot just come in because a lot of people usually comes for tourists and all.
Okay.
So they cancel all that. It was a bit difficult.
So basically what you're saying is UAE, United Arab of Emirates, canceled the visas for Nigeria. They banned the visa. Like, you cannot come to our country. I'm not going to ask you why. This is something that we can talk about
another day.
In another video, another day. Let me know if you'd like to know what actually happened to Nigerians being banned to coming to the United Arab of Emirates. So they banned the visa. Nigerians cannot come to United Arab of Emirates.
Yeah.
You can go outside of the country, but you cannot come back.
You can go out if you're lucky enough to have the employment, like a visa before you go out. Like
so you can go out.
Emirate ID.
What about someone who was already inside and they just applied for a job? Could they get a work visa?
No.
So they couldn't get work visas. They couldn't get tourist visas.
Visa. Yeah.
So you were basically doomed.
Well, where I was working, they didn't do the visa for me. They were just renewing the visa, which they were removing.
Because you already had a visa.
No, I came in with 3-month visa.
So that's a tourist visa.
Yeah.
Visit visa.
Yeah.
So
that
when
was
you came,
what they were renewing.
let's go back.
Okay.
So when you came back before your F&B job, you had a 3-month visa.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that 3-month visa, your company that you worked for 1 year.
Did not make, they were supposed to make an employment visa for
So
me.
you worked for 1 year without a visa.
Oh.
I was about to swear.
So it was like they were renewing every...
Wait. You worked in Dubai 1 year, your first job in Dubai without a visa for 1 year. What the fuck?
It was a bit difficult because...
How much did you owe the government? Like 55,000?
When municipality usually comes, we have,
You hide.
have to... Yeah.
Oh my
the
God.
way...
Oh my God. This is actually true. As we go on with more and more people...
Yeah, we start...
I'm telling you, this is something that's going to come up a lot. Dubai government, please don't arrest me.
Don't arrest us.
Yes, don't. We're just, taking out this.
Enlighten
We're
people.
we're just talking about what actually happens.
Yeah.
We don't mean to discredit the country or anything.
No, the UAE is actually a very...
UAE is nice. But these are some of the things that most people don't know.
And what people face, because it's not actually their fault.
Exactly. A lot of people face these kind of issues. They get a job,
And
but then the company
they promise
the
they're
company
going to
promised that after a while, after like 3 months,
Yeah,
6
6
months
months, they're
at
going
most,
to make-
we would do your visa, but they never do the visa, right?
And you cannot complain because,
Because you're getting money. This is where you're...
No, it's not even about you getting money, because if you complain about it to the police, they will ask you, in the first place, why are you working with tourist visa? Because it's
exactly.
not allowed.
It's not allowed to work under tourist visa.
So it's at your own risk if you want to go and, report.
Ooh, so no one ever gets to report.
Yeah.
But basically, that's what she was doing for a whole year.
Yeah.
So what happens when you do that is there is a fee that gets charged on daily basis.
No. I was renewing my visa like three months.
So during that time, after every 3 months, you were getting on a new tourist visa.
Yeah.
And that's why it didn't expire.
No.
Okay. But who was paying for that?
Both the company and my...
So you were sharing 50-50. Okay. So she was working on a tourist visa. Okay, I was about to say government, please come for it. She has
Now
she has a
UAE
visa now.
citizen.
She has a UAE not passport, ID and everything.
I'm
she
proud.
has employee card and everything. But you got your second job as a receptionist for a fitness MMA kind of fighting company organization. Okay. And basically your job was similar to the last one. You were welcoming people.
Yeah, it's just
you were
like
telling them the packages that you had.
Yeah.
And how was the job in general?
Which one? The first one or
The second one, the fitness one.
Honestly,
because this was different.
Not what I was expecting.
You had to be at the desk the whole time.
Yeah. No, there for the job it's okay.
Yeah.
But I think the management was worse.
Okay, I think you have something with the managers because
No. It's not that the manager don't like me on the second place. The management was awful. Like
the management was awful. We're not going to name the company's name.
No. On cover.
And how diversified were you in terms of your team? You had the same kind of nationalities that you had in the first job? Or?
Basically, I heard Indians and Sri Lanka.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a lot of buff Sri Lanka.
Yeah, but the team were really amazing. I loved the team. It was good. It was good with the team. It was good.
How long were you with that job for?
Also 1 year.
Did they do your visa for you?
Yeah, they did, but it
took some time. Did they charge you?
Okay, so basically, when I left the first organization or the first job, I got this job and I was on 3 months visa.
Okay.
So that was when they closed our visa
for
Nigerians.
Okay.
So the company promised me they were about to make the visa when all this issue started.
Okay.
Yeah. So when they started, they said they could not make the visa. So I have to leave the country and come back. Like you have to
So when the
exit.
ban was put into place,
Mm-hmm.
you couldn't extend it like what you were doing
Doing
the
before.
previous- okay.
Yeah. No, this company, they wanted to make the 2 years visa for me.
Yeah.
Like
But
the employment
just because
visa.
Nigeria had been banned,
Yeah.
so you had to find another way of getting your visa, which was leaving the country
And coming back.
and coming back to
Yeah.
the country.
Yeah.
And do you know why that was required?
I think it was for everybody. Not for everybody.
Now, yes, if you're on a tourist visa and you want to extend it, you need to leave
The country, yeah.
and
So
come back.
that was the rules they brought in. So
Okay.
because I did not have enough savings then. It
I
was
know, I know.
difficult. It was depression.
I
That
don't
was
have savings.
that was my depression. Worst time, like depression time for me in the this UAE.
Okay, but I think we need to bring another character that we forgot about. I'm just realizing that we forgot about your sister. So what happened? Because we skipped to a new job. What happened to this relationship that you had with this girl? Were you still living with her? I know you're still in contact. I know
Yeah.
you're still talking to each other. But what happened between this transition? Were you guys still
Together?
talking to each other?
Yeah, because she
Were you living together?
no, we were not living together
Okay.
because she got another job.
Oh.
Excuse me. She got another job and they provided accommodation.
So she moved.
So
into
she
the
moved, yeah.
accommodation, which is common in Dubai.
Yeah.
A lot of people live in
Same.
accommodation.
I'm also living in company accommodation.
A lot of people live in company accommodation.
Yeah.
Okay, it
So-
comes as a package.
Yeah. So she moved to the company accommodation and I had to look for another roommate because the rent was actually high.
Okay.
But I
Do you
did
mind if I ask how much you were paying back then?
then I think it was 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, to be honest.
It was a lot of
Especially for
money.
People who are working in F&B related.
And that
jobs.
was my salary.
Exactly. So if we were to be honest, on average, majority of the people that work as waiters, hostesses,
Sales.
sales depends.
Okay. Yeah, sales depends.
Sales depends what
Yeah.
you're doing. Let's just stick
Reception.
to reception,
Hostess, waitress.
waitress. Okay, let's stick to these three.
Yeah.
The average salary is like 2.8.
Yeah.
2.8.
2.8 is even high.
Maximum 3.2.
3,000.
3.3, right?
Yeah,
3.5. I'm pushing it. You will find people who are making 3.5, but majority is 2.8.
Maybe
Yeah.
a barista because
Yeah.
I think barista they earn more. So maybe barista
It
will.
depends where you're working.
Exactly.
If you're working for a high-end
And if
organization-
you're working for a high organization, hostess too they get more pay
yeah.
than
So
waitress.
let's just put the maximum, the ceiling at 3.5, right?
No, 3,000.
3,000. We can push to 3.5, I think.
Don't give them hope. It's 3,000.
3,000.
Yeah.
Maximum.
Maximum. Yeah.
3. But I can just jump into 3.5.
Okay.
And then lowest 1.8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the range you're dealing
No,
with.
1.8 or 1.2.
Yes. Yes.
1.2.
I've heard a lot of people talking about 1.2.
Yeah, 1,000 too.
So 1,200. So the gate is from 1,200
So 3.5.
to 3.5.
Yeah, it's a lot in our country, but here it's nothing.
Here it's nothing. Here it's nothing. That's
Especially
why-
when you remove your rent, feeding,
That's less than
transportation.
$1,000,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, less than.
Yeah. So the accommodation, if you're a single person, you can mingle around and
Yeah, there's
Many
a
things
bed
happen.
space like that.
there's bed spaces where people sleep.
20 people in the
20
room.
people in one room. It's really sad, but at the same time, this was the whole point of this podcast, because people, when they think about Dubai,
They think it's like
Burj Khalifa, Burj Al Arab,
the desert
Marina,
safari.
what's that place with like a lotus shape?
What's it called?
The island where they had to put sand. What's it called? Where the rich people live?
I forgot.
We have Marina, Jumeirah.
Jumeirah, yeah, Jumeirah.
No, Palm
Jumeirah. Palm Jumeirah, yeah.
So I would love one day. So just to get out of topic one day, I would love one day to own a house in Palm Jumeirah. And I
That's a
promise
big.
when I do-
That's a big goal.
when I do own a house, I'll make a podcast
In
my
there.
Palm Jumeirah house. I would really, really love.
Yeah.
I stayed there one day. I have a friend of mine.
That stay there.
No. He doesn't stay there. He booked a house. You know how much he paid? A lot of money.
Of course.
He makes courses, but we're going to talk about that.
Of course.
And he invited me to stay there. We had our own beach.
Of course, you have your own beach.
We had our own
everything.
playground. We had. It's amazing.
Everything
Rich
is there.
people live this amazing. It's not even sophisticated life. It's just you're like, what the hell?
Is
what
this?
am I doing with my life? You know what I mean? But anyway, let's go back. Where were we? We were talking about your sister and the rentals. So the money that we spoke about, the lowest being 1.2, the highest being 3.5.
Yeah.
Rentals in Dubai, if you want to live alone, you're looking at a good space. It's from 1,800 to
2,500.
And that's not even a proper room. This is what we
It's like a big cubicle.
So it's a room.
They marketed.
Cardboard. It's not, no. It has a board. Like
Yeah.
if you were.
You feel the next person in the other room.
Exactly. This is my closet.
Yeah, exactly.
You know this sound? Wood sound. So your walls are not actually
The walls.
like this is wall,
Yeah.
right? But you can hear. I don't know if you can hear this.
Yeah, of course they can.
They can hear it, right?
So whatever is happening at the other
In the
hair,
next room,
you're going
you
to
can
be
hear it.
yeah.
If people are doing their business in there, if they are, you can hear every single thing. And sometimes you share one AC.
And there was a market. Oh my
They
god.
open the thing
In your
they
room
put a
and
pipe in there. It's
oh my god.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's
crazy,
really
so
crazy.
imagine making 2,500. Of course, you want to save. You want to buy food. You want to go out. You want to take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna live in a 1,800 room or 2,500 room.
And the bed is even small. Like
Exactly.
oh my god.
You're gonna find a bed space. And a bed space for those of you from Europe, the States, let's just say around the world. This is something like a hostel. So you know the hostel settings where you have bunk beds and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the same setting.
Yeah.
But this is in an apartment where you have sometimes one bathroom.
And 20 people.
So you have 20 people
Sharing
in a
one.
3-bedroom apartment with one bathroom. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? So you're in this fitness job.
Yeah.
Were you looking at the same time for a new opportunity? Since you mentioned that the management was not as good as you thought.
Yeah.
So you're looking for something else.
Yeah,
Did you manage to get something after a year, after 6 months?
Yeah, I did. One thing about me is I don't keep quiet.
Okay.
When
so
I
you were
need
fighting
something-
with the management?
No, I don't fight. Why would I fight? Because I need money. I need my salary.
Okay.
I don't fight, but one thing about me, I don't keep quiet. Whenever I need something,
Okay.
if I need a job, if I meet you today like a friend, hi, how are you? I'll just say, I need a job. Do you
So
have
what
any-"
you sorry, I'm
It's
sorry.
okay, it's fine.
So what you're trying to say is you are that person who likes to expand their connections,
Yeah.
their networking, so to say.
That's what you need in this Dubai. Because
Okay.
if you keep quiet, sorry, nobody's going to help you. Because
Okay.
a lot of people are out there. They are going through a lot of things and, work stress and all.
Okay.
So if you
okay.
just keep to yourself, I'm a shy person, but when it comes to like all this job,
Making your life better. you
yeah,
mean? Like your life opportunities.
exactly.
You go out there, you
I-
show a different personality.
Exactly.
Okay.
I speak like if I meet you today, I tell you, bro, please, I'm looking for a job. If you have any or anything, any opportunities, I'm open for anything. So that was what I did, and I got this job that I'm doing presently.
Okay. So now we are in this job that you're doing in
but before
2025.
I left there.
Okay.
They actually sacked all of us at the same time.
What do you mean sacked? You mean like sacking all of you?
Yeah.
Like dropping you, firing you, all of you?
They fire
What was the
us.
reason?
There was no reason because when we had a meeting with the manager, the owner
Yeah.
of the company,
Okay.
like what he was saying, it was not even reasonable enough for him to like fire us.
Was he bankrupt?
No, I just felt maybe he does not have money to pay the staff. So was
So he
just
was
looking
bankrupt.
for. I don't know if it's.
So he was not making enough, you think, from his businesses?
I don't want to go deep because.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's not like you mentioned the company's name, but you suspect that he was not making enough.
Some people are following me there, so they
okay.
subscribe to my.
You're free now.
I know, but
You're a
it's
free
not good
bird.
to-
She's a free bird, ladies and gentlemen.
It's just
Okay, let's not dive
it's
too
greedy.
deep. You want to protect yourself, I understand. So they sacked you guys.
Yeah,
They dropped you, or they dropped all of you.
Yeah.
The whole team.
not the old team. Like 90% of
90% of the team.
especially the receptionist. We are 3 in the reception,
Yeah.
and the fire.
And why do you think that was? Besides the fact that maybe money was not coming in, was it because you guys were not meeting the expectations? Was it because you guys were not, producing what you should have been producing? Was it because you're not meeting the KPIs? What do you think happened? Besides the fact that maybe, because this is just a speculation, besides the fact that maybe he didn't have enough money to pay you, what else would you sort of point and say,
Nothing.
okay,
We're all doing our job, like because it was even planning to open a new branch in Silicon Valley.
so that means he had money to invest into a new
He
branch.
even got a car before, like
Where was your boss from, if you don't mind me?
Egypt.
Egyptian. Okay. Is this something common in Dubai that you just get fired from nowhere?
that was my first experience.
But from your friends, now that you're in Dubai for how long?
Yeah,
3.5 years, you mentioned.
Yeah, 3.5.
Is this something common that you hear from your friends that from nowhere people just get sacked?
except if you're not doing what you're supposed to do,
So if you're not performing,
your expectation,
Okay.
like
you're not
duty.
meeting your expectations.
Yeah, your duty.
Okay.
You're not doing your duty well. I think, of course, they have the right to, like,
To terminate you.
of course, to terminate
But they will
you.
never terminate you.
But before they terminate you, if it's
They need to sit down with you.
if it's a
Okay.
good organization, they're going to sit down with you or give you a warning letter. Like, we are giving you this warning first time. I think there's 3.
So they tell,
warnings.
okay, so if I get this correct, you're trying to say when you're not really performing well
in a good organization.
in a good organization,
Yeah.
like, okay, so let's put Bingati, for example,
yeah,
or Damak.
yeah, the
Because Damak is very big at the
yeah,
moment.
yeah.
So let's put Damak or Shoba. I like Shoba.
Shoba Realty,
Shoba
yeah.
is like,
Okay.
so let's just say Damak. So let's say you're working for Damak and you're not really performing, you're not meeting your KPIs and everything like that. So they sit down with you and kind of pass out the message of how you're not able to produce or how you're not meeting the
The
expectations.
expectation, yeah.
Okay. And then so this is more like a warning.
Yeah.
So they're basically telling you, if you continue doing like this, we will
might
terminate
fire
you.
you.
We
Yeah,
might.
yeah.
So it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, of
okay.
course. Like a good organization will do that. I think
Okay.
even in my country.
Because they have a proper foundation. Remember we
Exactly.
spoke about this earlier
Foundation,
on.
yeah.
So
if the foundation is strong and straight, I think
they follow. It also goes back to they follow what do you call it? The employment
Contract.
law. No, not
law.
the contract. The employment law in Dubai,
in Dubai,
right?
yes.
So big companies with a well-structured foundation,
Yeah.
they do follow the immigration and the
Laws
labor
and-
law,
yeah, the
right?
labor law, yeah.
Okay.
So I think that was what they were lacking because he never won us on like this is what you guys are doing. It's not right.
Mm-hmm.
And even if we are not doing what is not right, it's not everybody that is doing the same thing, right?
Yeah.
At least someone should stand out like, okay, this one is this person is different. Not firing everybody at the same time. Oh.
So how many of you were fired?
Reception 3.
I mean the whole team. So
the-
3 receptionists were fired. Who else was fired?
The coaches were fired too.
You mean the instructors, the
Yeah,
fitness trainers?
yeah.
They were fired.
But
as well.
the 3 of us, I don't have business with them because I
them,
don't
okay.
know. But the one I know, my own team,
And where were these people from?
one was from Sri Lanka, one Indian, and
A
myself,
male from Sri Lanka, I guess.
female.
Female.
all
So
female.
all 3 of you
Receptionists.
were females.
Yeah.
So you were fired without a reason.
Yeah. And the email
So how was
came-
that message conveyed to you? Was it just like in a letter? Was it, hey,
It was
come?
email. It was email to everybody, to the three of us at the same
So
time.
he didn't have the balls to sit down with you and tell
No,
you?
we're even the one that told
Wow.
him we need to have a meeting with him.
Wow.
When we went, like, we wanted to know
Wow.
what we actually did. So when we went for the meeting, it was not even saying something reasonable. Like,
So you got the email. You met with him.
yeah,
But then he was not giving valid reasons.
yeah. At least for me, I told him, because he said we should speak our mind. I told him, like, if you are a good person or good manager, you're supposed to call us as a team. I'm expecting this. This is my expectation from you guys, and you guys are not doing your job right in a right way, or I don't know, in a proper way. So please, I'm giving you guys a warning. This is my warning to you. Or even if he does not want to sit down with us, he can
Wait,
actually
so
send.
this was you telling him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can actually send us an email. Okay, this is what I expect from you guys, because everybody was actually speaking their mind.
Okay, and did he acknowledge any of that? Did he do any sort of action?
No, he didn't do anything.
He just nodded his head.
Yeah.
And after that,
what
he
he
was
was saying was not even aligning. I don't know. I can't
So
even
you
remember.
feel like this was a plan to just get rid of you guys?
Yeah, because I don't know if he
That's
does not have
bad.
money.
And were you guys given like a notice period?
Yeah,
grace
1 month,
period?
of course.
Yeah, but then 1 month is not
Enough. Well, for me, I was lucky enough. They retrieved my this thing. My what's it called? The letter. They asked me to come back.
Oh, so you were fired?
Yeah.
You were fired?
Yeah.
And then they took you back?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I've just been lucky. So I got the day we were supposed to finish, the last day, I got an email back. No, I was getting the room on from the other coaches, like, you're not going anywhere. Like, what?
So people in your organization knew that you were not going to get fired, even though you had gotten an email
Yeah.
that
So,
mentioned that you would be fired.
yeah. 20 days later, they were like spreading the rumors, like, you're not going anywhere, you're staying.
And why do you think that was?
I don't know. I'm a hardworking girl and happy girl.
Were you also close to the manager?
No.
No?
Even one of my colleagues is closer to him than, because for me, I don't want to like this deep relationship with your management. I don't.
So you
fancy
have a professional relationship
with
your
here,
managers?
Yeah.
Nothing social?
No.
Okay. So they called you back. But then, so that means...
No, the last day that everybody was supposed to finish the
so
1 month.
after 30 days, you
Yeah,
mean?
after 30 days.
So
29 days.
29 days,
Yeah, the
okay.
assistant manager, we don't have manager, we don't have assistant manager, but we gave them like the title. So the assistant manager said, today is not your last day, you're coming tomorrow, right? That's what you told me. I said,
That was to you.
yeah, that was to me.
So basically, someone that was acting assistant manager.
Told me, you're coming tomorrow, right?
Okay.
I like, no, there's no
Meaning that
there was no official email, because when they terminated me, there was
an official email.
So if you're going to get me back, there should
be also a communication through the same way that you corresponded to us.
Exactly. So if I don't get the email, I'm not going to come back, because this. If anything happened, maybe they refuse to. If they don't send me an official email and they refuse to pay me my salary, they have the email that they terminated me. They might use that one against me and say,
so
she's
what
the one
you're
that
trying to
refused.
say is they had an email that we don't want you here.
Yeah.
After 30 days, we are done with you.
Yeah.
But then there's no email to say
For me to come back.
We're retracting what we said earlier.
Yeah.
And you can continue with us.
Exactly. So I told them,
Sneaky,
very smart. So I told them, if there is no official email,
Yeah.
I'm not going to come back. So
Okay.
the assistant manager smiled. I was like, okay. So if you want me back here tomorrow, I need to
You
get
need to
an email.
like drop me an email.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let it be official. So when I got home that night, I received an official email.
And what was the email stating?
They retrieved the what's it called? The distant back, I have to come back. I have to resume my duty back tomorrow.
Okay. Did they
They
mention why?
retrieve my termination back.
Was there a reason why they wanted you back?
In the email, they put because of my hard work and all.
So it was because of your hard work. It was. I'm struggling to get this because that's very strange that a company.
I think I have the email here. Can I?
No. So it's okay. It's okay. You don't need to grab your phone. It's okay. I'm finding this very strange that they fire you.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you that you have 30 days to find
Another
other
job.
means.
Yeah.
And then on the 29th day, rumors spreading that.
Before 29.
So around
after-
the 20th day.
Yeah. People were saying, you're not going anywhere. You're
So they
staying."
knew. So that means somebody had discussed about this. And then they took you back.
Yeah.
It could be because you were working hard. It could be because they realized they'd made a mistake. It could be because they had no one else to replace you.
Maybe, or I don't know. But it's just grace because I had nothing then. There is no job.
So you also had nothing outside
yeah.
after. So even if they had never
Let me
said
go.
anything, you were just going to be homeless,
Yeah.
jobless.
Jobless.
Ooh, I've been through that.
That.
That's a story for another day.
Okay.
But I know what it's like to be
It's
homeless,
difficult, yeah.
to be jobless, to be broke. I've slept on the street. Yeah, I know what it's like. Trust me, you don't want to be in that situation.
I don't want to
You
be.
don't want
I
to
will never be.
You don't want to be in that situation, I promise you. But anyway, so they took you back. And how long did you stay with them from... It's very confusing. From that period until you resigned.
1 month.
Why?
I got another job.
And this is your current job.
Yeah.
So that means when they gave you a resignation letter, a forced resignation letter,
Yeah.
you were applying.
Yeah, I was applying.
But just because that
Did not-
reply came a bit later.
No, the one I even applied for, this one presently, I was talking to someone in my accommodation.
Okay, so someone knew someone from
No.
you. Okay.
I don't know, but the person just sent me like 10 emails to forward my
To
CV.
forward your CV
Yeah.
to. Of the people that are currently in the company
Yeah.
that you are
Yeah.
working for right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when he forwarded me the email, I was like, I don't want to do it because I've been applying. There's nothing.
Okay. Talk to your mic.
So when he sent me the emails,
Yeah.
I like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to apply because I've been applying and there's nothing. Let me just continue with this job. So one fateful morning, I woke up. I just picked 2 out of the 10 emails sent
Okay.
to me. I just sent.
Out of random, you just
yeah, I
picked
just
two.
picked. I just woke up and I picked.
I
2.
think God is with you, bro.
Yeah, he is. So I just sent my CV, and after a week, someone called me, and were like,
Interesting.
"You're interested? Blah blah blah." You know, they want to book an interview session with me. I was like, "Yes, I'm available." I even did my interview at work in the washroom.
So
In the
your interview.
washroom.
Okay, so you were still at the fitness club,
Yeah,
and then you did your interview.
yeah, video
Zoom
in-
call.
yeah, Zoom.
Video call
yeah,
in the washroom.
yeah, in the washroom.
And how do you think you did on that interview, in terms of presentation, in terms of being a fluent candidate? Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing that helped me was, I once worked with the restaurant.
Okay.
So the most
your job before the fitness,
was a
you think it
restaurant.
helped you
Yeah,
to
it's
kind
actually, yeah, of course, because I had my experience then.
Okay, and did
they-
they ask you the same questions about forks and stuff like
No,
that?
but they
Okay.
asked me about the food that we're selling.
In the previous restaurant?
Yeah,
Okay.
what was my duty and all. And I explained to them. They asked me, what do we sell? What is our most selling item?
Okay.
So I told them.
Like your cash cow product.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I told them our signature was a drink called, I forgot the name.
A mocktail.
No mocktail.
Okay.
There's a drink, it's a bubble. If you pour these things, bring out this,
Is it a coffee?
not coffee.
I know that.
I forgot the name.
I know that.
And when
the one that just spreads like
a smoke comes out.
smoke comes out. Yeah.
So
it's
that
a
was,
hot beverage, right?
yeah, it's all a beverage. I
If
forgot
somebody
the name.
knows the name, just write it
I
down.
might remember
in the
before
comments,
the
yeah.
end of the show. If I remember, I'm going to say it. So I told them about it, and I told them about the burger. Like our best selling is burger. We have the signature burger.
Okay.
Like whenever we are serving it, we have to like dress like what's it called? There's this event we used to have. Huh? Why am I forgetting everything now? This event that you wear costume. Halloween, yeah.
Okay.
So whenever we want to serve that burger, we will dress like a Halloween. We wear a mask to serve it.
Like Squid Games.
You can call it anyhow. But that was the signature. That's what people are coming for. Because the burger
So people like the experience of you guys wearing masks.
Yeah, to serve it.
Saving as if it's a conspiracy.
Exactly. Because the burger is actually huge.
Burger.
Yeah.
So you're serving a burger and coffee?
Not coffee.
So the burger had smoke coming out.
No, it's a drink that has smoke coming out.
Okay, so the drink had smoke coming out,
Yeah.
but then you also serve it with the burger.
Yeah.
And
So-
was it a huge double beef burger,
Yeah, it's
something
a
like that?
double party. Mm-hmm. It's a big one.
And it was a signature burger.
Yeah, it is this.
I would love to try that.
I think they closed the
Would you
restaurant though.
Oh, they closed the restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay, so you left that job. You got into your current job. And I believe we're not going to name you want me to name the name of your current job? Okay. You got into your current job. And how do you think it is going for you? Before we ask about the management, the people that you're working with, how, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you describe your satisfaction with your current company?
I think it's 10 over 10.
Okay, and why is that?
Because we have worked before. The salary don't come on time.
Okay.
So this is my first job that I'll like be receiving the salary that is coming on. My previous job, I have to beg before they give me my salary.
Okay.
So all this experience is not like this in my current job now. The experience of begging for salary
Okay.
is not like your salary comes
Okay.
on it.
How big is the company that you're working for now compared to the company that you're working
It's
for?
a big one. It's a big one.
In
A
terms
big
of
one.
size, like just put in numbers, in terms of size, how big do you think the one that you're working for is compared to the one that you're working for?
I cannot even compare.
So it's not in the same league.
Not even in the same lane at all.
If you were to put in numbers, let's say properties or businesses that your company has under its umbrella, the current one,
Yeah.
how many? Just a number out of your head.
You know, they have hotels, they have real estate. So it's a big company.
It's a big company.
Yeah,
so it's an international. Is it an international or local
It's
company?
a local company.
Do they have offices multinational in other
Yeah, I think they
countries?
have in Egypt. They have in.
So it's a multinational
yeah,
company.
yeah,
That
yeah.
means it's a big company.
It is.
And the one that you were working for before, is it a local?
No, it's
only?
owned by the one I
It's a
was.
Not the franchise one. I mean the fitness one.
Yeah, the fitness one is owned by someone from Egypt, from a particular
So it's
person.
what do you call it? A sole.
Proprietorship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a solo individual
Yeah.
running a company.
And he's not, sorry to say, he's not running it well at all.
Okay, then you cannot compare it to an
At
international
all. I
multi-chain
cannot.
company.
No.
Yeah.
I
So that
cannot-
means the company that you're working for, you gave it a 10. That means you're satisfied with the service, with the way you're treated, with the benefits that you're getting.
Well, you
With
know,
your leadership,
when you get
that's-
to a certain stage, you want more. Like,
What do you
want
mean
to-
when you get to a certain stage, you want more?
What I mean, you want to expand yourself.
And do you
You
think
want new opportunities. Like,
so? You think your current company has the options for that?
Yeah,
for you
it's
to
open.
grow and explore into different opportunities.
yeah, I think so, because I'm even planning to like.
To grow into
Yeah,
a
to
different
grow-
field.
yeah.
So if we were to compare your current company to your previous company, you feel like your previous company didn't have the opportunities for you to expand and spread your wings.
I cannot compare my former company to this one. presently. I cannot.
It's not even in the same league.
It's not.
Interesting.
Like, I don't even know. It's not. It's capital
That
letter
is interesting.
NOT.
Okay. So let's leave your previous company. Let's talk
Yeah.
about this new company. You're happy with it. From what you're saying, you're happy with your new company. It seems like you have
I have an
a bright
amazing-
future
yeah.
in there. What's your goal?
Well, my goal is to learn something new, different
Okay.
from this field that I am presently.
And do you want to talk about the field? Is that something that you want to open up?
Something like what?
Do you want to talk about exactly what kind of field you're in?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
The field I'm in right now is F&B.
Okay.
Food and
So you
beverages.
went back into F&B.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now I think I'm going to expand more. I don't want F&B anymore.
You're tired of F&B.
Not that I'm tired.
Okay.
I just want. I don't want something that will be comfortable. I think I'm too comfortable here.
Because you know the ins and outs.
Yes. So I
Of
just want
F&B.
something that is challenging. I want to be on the field. I want to I'm
When
in the
you
back
say
office.
you want to be on the field,
Yeah.
do you mean you want to be running around as a waiter? Or
No. Not F&B anymore.
Okay, so we are done with
With
F&B.
F&B. I'm done with F&B.
And what does your heart aspire to be?
Well,
Okay, before I ask that question, you want to... So right now, forgive me for asking,
okay.
you said your company does hospitality, real estate,
Yeah. Events.
advertising, events,
Entertainment. Sorry.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
entertainment.
Yeah.
So you are in which...
F&B.
F&B, so that's hospitality,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you want to stick to hospitality itself,
Yeah.
but you want to change to a different
Department.
department, right?
Yeah.
What do you have in mind?
Well, I think I'm going to do cross training to be a receptionist.
Okay.
Maybe
Why not something higher?
we start gradually. No, not.
You cannot jump?
We can,
Okay.
but you
Why
know
not
the
then?
property that I'm working for, it's a small property,
Okay.
and where I want to go, I think they don't have.
What is it that you want to do? If you had an option to skip,
Yeah,
what would you do?
event.
Events.
Yeah,
What do you mean events?
event planning for weddings
Elaborate
and all.
further.
I want to be an event planner,
Okay.
to plan a wedding,
Okay.
to plan birthday surprises and all. I think they
Okay.
do it.
And
here.
why do you think that certain category, does it speak to you? Is it something you're passionate about? Is it something
Yes,
you see yourself doing? Is it something you grew up, visualizing?
I think everything is yes for me because I love to see everything organized.
Okay.
I love events. Let me just put it that way. I love events. I love organizing things.
Okay.
I love putting things together.
Okay.
And back home, I have my team back home.
Okay.
But we are not into what's it called, event planning.
Okay.
We are under event planning, like hostess.
Okay.
Event ushers.
Okay.
So I have my girls back home. I have my own company back home. So I just want to expand and fly my wings.
Okay. So if you had a choice,
Yeah.
you would pick
Events
events from the get-go.
Yeah.
But you don't have that choice. So you want to go receptionist first.
first.
Why receptionist?
Receptionist, because now I'm in back office. So I really...
So you're seated most of the time.
Yeah. And
Okay.
for me, I love to see people that I talk to. I interact with people.
So you still have that hostess mindset.
Yeah. I
You want
want
to smile at people. You want to interact with people.
I want to see
you
people.
want to create
Yeah.
like a relationship with
Between people,
with
yeah.
your guests.
Yes,
With the
yes.
customers, so
Yeah,
to say.
yeah.
That's why you want to be a receptionist. But receptionist has its challenges.
Every job has its own challenges. Every job.
And this is something you're prepared for.
Yeah.
And what do you think makes you stand out? If you were to compare, I'm sure your company is receptionist at the moment.
Yeah.
If you were to compare yourself against them, what makes you stand out? If we were to compare you against them, what do you think will make you deserve to get a chance to be where they are at the moment?
Where? I don't understand.
So what I mean is, you want to be a receptionist.
Yeah.
You obviously have receptionists at the moment, right? What sort of qualities do you think you possess that will make you stand
Different.
out? But yes, in a way different. What I mean by stand out is better than them. Something that will make you a highlight.
Well, I think everybody has their own way of dealing with things. For me, if I get opportunity like for the reception, I think the way I communicate with the guest and the way I relate with the guest.
Okay. So you're relatable. You can change
Like,
given a different situation.
yeah, especially with
You're
my
adaptable.
smiling. Yeah.
Okay.
I love to smile. I love to like communicate. I
But
love
smile does not do the job, though. You need to be also intellectually.
But smiling, it's sorry to cut you short, but smiling, it's part of the job. Even if you're sad, you don't need
Okay.
to show to the guest.
Okay.
You have to like put on a smile.
But are you able to? Because it's not every guest who's going to come hoping to get a smile. Some guests are going to come out of frustration. Some guests are going to come out of anger. Some guests are going to come
Of course,
out of
all guests are not the same.
requesting something.
Something, of course.
Do you think you have those skills to articulate a problem, calm down the guest, and solve it?
Yes, I can because presently I work at the back office like a customer care.
Okay. So
So,
you're on the phone
On
most
the
of the
phone,
time.
yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes I go to the room. I just want to like see the guests that I'm
Okay.
dealing with. So I'll tell them I want
Do you
to.
get a lot of problems with your current job?
Problems like
Yeah,
it
what I mean
depends,
is
like
something that needs to be solved.
yeah, of course,
Can you give an example?
all jobs have their own problems.
Okay,
like,
if you don't
know?
mind me asking, can you give an example?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first one I will give was when I received the call, and normally we have a package breakfast.
Okay.
So our buffet closed at 11.
Okay.
So if you missed your breakfast, that is closed. You have to order.
Your
you
money
have
is
to
gone.
pay. Yeah, you have to
Okay.
pay. So this guest called, and like I slept off, and I forgot to like I want to.
And I'm
order.
sure it's a lot of money.
Of course,
Okay.
not a lot of money for
But
for us. It's a lot.
It's a lot of money. Okay. Okay.
So
for us, it's
yeah.
a lot of money.
So she called. I'm like, yesterday was their wedding, and they slept off. It was tiring, and they forgot to go for their breakfast.
So it was their wedding, and then they slept off, and then they forgot to go for
their
breakfast.
breakfast.
Okay. Interesting.
So in
I
this-
know where the story is going to go.
In this, we don't have this was power to like make this decision.
To kind of, so you mean you don't have the power to refund or sort of give them a voucher, something like that?
No, we cannot.
Okay.
So when she told me, I apologized. I
Okay.
even congratulate them on their wedding.
Oh, for
Happy
the
wedding.
Okay.
Yeah. Happy
So that
wedding.
means you calm down the guest.
Yes. I'm like, okay, just let me.
You
I'll-
understood the situation.
Yes,
you put
of
yourself
course,
in their
the
shoes.
situation because
Okay.
you know they had a wedding and
Okay.
of course it will be tiring.
That's excellent.
Yeah. So I told them happy married life in the first place, and
Did you tell them go to hell?
How will I say that? So I wish them happy married life, and even if the guest was even like, I'm hungry, I need to eat something. I'm like, first thing, ma'am, happy
Tell me
married life.
you organize something for them before
Yes,
you go.
we
on.
did.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm interested. Now I'm interested.
We
Go
did.
on.
So I told her, can you just give me a second because I cannot make this decision on my own.
Okay.
So I told her, just give me a moment. Let me see what I can do.
So you calmed her down.
Yeah.
You
And I
gave
gave
her
her,
not a solution,
Yeah.
but you promised her that you were
I did not promise.
okay. But you gave her this
Assurance.
assurance
Yeah.
that you were looking into the matter.
Yeah, let
And
me see
maybe
what I can
you'd
do.
be able to come up
With
with
something.
something.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So she said, okay, I will really appreciate. So I said, okay. So I had to call the front office. I'm like, okay, they forgot, blah, blah, blah. And the front
Okay.
office said they're going to call. So I said, okay. So after some time, I called the guest back. I was like, were they able to give you the solution or were you able to get your breakfast? She said, no, but I'm still hungry. I'm like, okay, I can give you a cappuccino, like coffee. I'm not supposed to say this. I can give you a coffee and like a croissant if you don't mind. But
This was from you.
Yeah, that's the little thing I can do. She said, okay, I would really appreciate. I just need something to hold my
To
stomach.
eat, yeah.
I don't need something big. You can just give me Americano or cappuccino like that. I'm like, okay, I'll send to your room. But
So you went out of your way to just make sure the situation
is
was
and
dissolved.
so like okay to give that the guests for them to come back. You know, we are new
I say it.
organization, so we want more guests and you know.
Exactly, because if you make that person mad, you don't know who they are.
Yeah, exactly. So I just went to their room and I like, so you're the one we are speaking to on the phone. I'm like, yes, an happy married life, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, so thank you. You know how this gets the way they
Yeah.
thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I like, don't mention. So, and she gave
Interesting.
50 dirham tips.
So she gave you tips. Interesting. So you got a tip
Yeah.
from the guest. And why do you think that was? Do you think it was because you came up with a solution? Do you think it was because you understood your problem and
you solved
you
it.
tried your best to solve and understand, even though the people that were higher than you couldn't come up with a solution?
Well, I think the guest was satisfied.
Okay.
So they were happy. Going extra miles to like do something for the
Because I'm sure they could have used that 50 dirhams to get
get-
even a better breakfast.
exactly.
Right?
But you know, because I had this experience too with one guest. I
50
was
dirhams is a lot of money.
in my country, you know.
Yeah. Even here, you can get good breakfast.
Yeah. So this another experience that I can share was when I was receiving a call from the guest, and I noticed the guest was not feeling so well.
Okay, so
So
they
I
were.
don't-
What do you mean they were not feeling too well? They were sick.
Yeah.
Not
You know, this weather now, it's different. A lot of people.
Yeah, it's a bit cold in
Yeah,
Dubai.
it's cold.
Right now, we're recording this video on the 15th of January.
Is it 15 or 16th?
15th or 16th? 15th.
15, okay.
It's cold in Dubai. They call it winter. I know it's a desert, but yeah, I don't know.
It's a little-
Don't
it's-
ask me why, but
it's
yeah,
cold.
it's cold. It's
Yeah.
like 8 degrees.
I didn't check today, but it's
Yeah,
cold.
something there. So it's a bit cold for people who are used to living in the desert. So my throat is a bit dry, right? So,
Even all my colleagues are sick. So
Yeah.
I noticed because it was not our first time ordering for food. So I recognize her voice. So I noticed her voice was has changed and she was coughing.
okay.
So she ordered for breakfast. I'm like, okay, are you okay? She said no, she's just having a little cold. I'm like, okay, I'm going to send you hot water, lemon, honey, and ginger.
So you
extra.
sort of anticipated
Yeah.
what she needed
Yeah.
before she even asked.
So she was like, no, I don't need it. I said, no, don't worry. It's just for you to get better because I know the way you usually sound when you call. So she was like, oh, okay, no problem. Thank you. And the following day, she ordered for something and she ordered for again, but she paid for the other one. Like
Okay.
she ordered for it because she said she really liked it and it's really helped.
So
her.
this was the same thing that she had the previous day.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the first one was free.
Free.
Because I was
That's
the one that-
you
Yeah.
sort of not forced her to get, but you sort of recommended her. You
Yes,
suggested
because
her
it
to
was,
have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Putting customer first. Yeah.
So you're putting a customer first. That's interesting. In hospitality, this is
You
what
have to
separates.
understand, yeah. You have
what
to understand
separates, yeah.
the guest need.
Okay, before they even ask.
Exactly.
Amazing. So if anyone who is a recruiter in hospitality watching this, which is also, it takes me back to why I started this. Not only is this about sharing stories, it's also about getting people's capabilities out there so that if there's anyone who can help them elevate into a better position, into a better situation, into a better scene,
Yeah, you can reach out.
you're welcome. You can reach out. Everything is detailed. You can go through the description, my account,
Comment, you can put a
comment.
comment.
You can put a comment,
Yeah.
and I respond to each and every comment. And it's actually good that you're sharing,
And-
these capabilities, the skills that you have, because you never know. We're living in a time where social media is
It's going broad.
exactly. It's like a broad
Yeah. It's,
like a tool. It's a tool that
Yeah.
reaches where you never
Millions.
thought it
Yeah.
would reach. Right.
Millions of people.
So I'm actually glad you shared your story, how you came to be in Dubai,
Yeah.
how you got to be where you are, how you struggled with a place to stay, how you met
visa.
the person you call your sister.
Yeah. How I struggle
Are
about my
you?
visa.
I have to ask a personal question though. Okay. Are you married? Single?
Single.
Okay. I don't have to say
But I think
anything.
I'm in a relationship, but I'm not married.
Okay. She thinks she's in a relationship, but
I'm
she's
not
not married. So we have so much to talk about.
Yeah.
But I think we have gone so much that if we were to continue right now,
It will be like
people would get bored.
yeah.
So
We come back next time.
I would like to do is maybe make this the first part, and depending on how people like it, how people receive
I'm
it,
very sure they will like it because
we will sit down and talk. Especially, I'm very interested in the ban of Nigerians,
the visa. Yeah.
So, is there anything else that you'd like to tell the viewers about yourself, Dubai? Because the name of this podcast is Voices of Sacrifice and Success,
in Dubai.
right?
Yeah.
So we've talked about your sacrifice. I don't think we spoke so much about your sacrifices. Yes, you left your family. Mm-hmm. You came for a better dream.
Of course.
You don't. When was the last time you saw your family?
Ever since I left, something.
So that's more than 3 years ago.
3.5 years, yeah.
But you speak to them, right?
Of course.
So that's your sacrifice, and that sacrifice is justified by you trying to make a better life for the people back home and yourself.
Yeah.
Right. And then your journey since you came, how you got jobs that you were not even supposed to get, how you were called back from a job that you were basically fired from.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting story. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that probably went through the same.
Yeah.
So is there anything else that maybe we didn't cover today besides the visa thing that you'd like to share with people that are watching right now, or people that are just interested in you as a person?
Well, yeah, I think
how is life as a woman in Dubai?
As a woman?
Yep.
It's difficult. It's hard. Mm-hmm. Even back home.
In what ways?
In every way, because people think, especially back home, people think you, especially ladies, leaving your home country, coming to UAE, especially UAE, Qatar, they believe you're here for a prostitution.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a big topic.
Yeah, it's
Can
another
I just
topic.
stop you there? That's a very, very big topic.
So even some people back home believes that
you're doing prostitution here.
Yeah.
And are these people your friends or your relatives?
I think friends.
So
because a lot of people like reach out to me. I was like, bring me to UAE. How can I bring you to UAE? You don't even know what I'm facing. You don't even know what I'm passing through. Like.
But I know we need to wrap this up. But why do you think that? Is it because of the things you're showing to them?
No.
Because they must be seeing something that they admire for them to say, bring me.
No. I think it's just their mentality that you live in your country, especially as a lady.
Okay.
Coming to UAE, there's no better opportunity. The only opportunity you have is prostitution.
Okay. I'll leave it.
And even the celebrity in my country, they preach the same thing. Like,
so celebrities in your country are doing prostitution?
No. I'm saying they preach the same thing on social
media. What do you mean
media.
Preach the same thing?
They say, they put on their camera and say, 90% of the ladies in UAE are into prostitution.
So the celebrities in your country are telling people in your country, the 90% of the women
ladies
in
Dubai
are doing prostitution.
Yeah, are into prostitution.
How true is that? If
They
you're
don't believe that
people can work hard and make a
money.
life out of
They
themselves.
don't even believe ladies here are doing something reasonable. And I can count 1 to 10 or 1 to 20.
So this is a question to all my viewers and anyone who comes across this video. How well do you agree with this girl and
I'm a lady.
this lady and the celebrities from Nigeria
Yeah,
that
I can even play some, but
go on to say that the only way you can make it in Dubai as a
it's
lady
prostitution.
is to sell your private parts. I disagree
Of course I do.
because I know people that work hard.
I've
worked with so many
I know,
Nigerians.
like, if they're saying 90% of us are into prostitution, that's a big lie.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I know some Nigerians in prostitution, like if you go to Marina and stuff, but let's not.
Not only Nigerians.
There's a lot of
a lot of people are doing
Ugandans, Nigerians, Zimbabweans, South Africans. Everyone is doing.
Everybody, even Egyptian, Moroccan,
Everyone is doing prostitution.
Philippines, they are
But
into it.
Let's leave it because I feel like that is just going to spoil a wonderful conversation that we had.
Okay.
Because this conversation that we had was based on you. Now we are sort of reaching out in this unnecessary topic. So let's leave it there.
Okay.
But the people, I would like to know what you think about that statement that most of the Nigerians, we'll use Nigeria
Ladies,
for now,
yeah.
Nigerian ladies that come to Dubai
Are
only
into
make it
prostitution.
in Dubai if they were to sell their bodies.
Yeah.
Right?
Into
How well do you agree on that statement?
Of course, a lot of people might agree
Yeah.
because I think it's just their mentality or what they have been told.
But that's the reason why we are here, because we live here and we have
we
other
understand,
people.
yeah, we
and
know.
I would love to actually go outside. If you're Nigerian and you want to sit out with me, it's nothing special. This is in my bedroom. But if you want to sit out with me
and
share your story,
you're welcome.
If you're okay with sitting with her and share
You're
your
welcome.
story, you are actually welcome because
Or let's
this
put it this way: if some people are shy of the camera, so they can just write the story, and we can read it to the camera.
no problem. If you are shy,
So if you're shy and you don't want to sit,
just reach out.
yeah,
Just reach out.
You
Just
can
reach
just
out. And we
write
can
it
share the
down.
story. We
Yeah.
can share the
or
story.
you can just narrate it to us. Then
Exactly. We can share the story because I know that there's so many stories that go untold in Dubai.
a lot.
There's a lot of stories.
Yeah.
But let's wrap this up. It's been a pleasure. You are actually my opening guest,
Yeah,
2025.
yeah.
Like I said in the beginning, you're such an amazing person.
Thank you.
Thank you for opening up.
Thank you for having me.
Your story is very inspiring
Yeah.
to every
it is.
woman, every young woman who's out there, aspiring to become
A better
an
person,
independent woman, a better person, entrepreneur, a go-getter.
Mm-hmm.
I can make my dreams come true sort
true.
of person.
Yeah.
You are an example because you can, what you said, you can just opt for selling your body,
No.
but this is not something that you're willing to do. You're someone who's willing to learn. You're someone who's willing to spread your wings.
Yeah.
You're someone who's willing to broaden their community in terms of networking.
Yeah.
You're someone who's willing to always look for the next opportunity.
Open for new opportunities.
Exactly. And be a better person from time to time. So I do appreciate, as an African myself, I do salute you.
Thank you.
And I do wish you the best. I do have sisters. I have 2 sisters.
Oh.
And, this is something that I would wish they grow up to be. Being independent women, not just relying on men to support them, but just going out there, chasing their dreams. It's not easy, but
It's not.
from what I heard from you the last 2 hours, you've managed to connect the gaps and you're still working. You're not satisfied yet.
I
You still want to grow.
more. Yeah.
You still want more.
More connection.
You still see yourself somewhere bigger. But
Yeah.
before I end this, I just have one or two last questions. Where do you see yourself in 10 years' time? Or where would you like to go given where you are at the moment? What is your goal in life in the next 10 years' time?
They said next 10 years. I think I should be married with my kids.
Okay, so you want to
By
be
the
married?
special grace of course.
Okay.
I want to have my babies. I love kids. So, of course, I'll be married and have my own
In
kids.
terms of career, though.
My career, I think I want to go to school.
Okay, she wants to go back to school.
Yeah, I want to go back to
Interesting.
school.
Okay,
And
what would you like to study?
which I'm working on.
Okay.
I don't want to disclose that because it's personal.
Okay, no problem. That's okay. I understand.
So I'm working on it. So I'm just praying to God to give me the strength
Okay.
and to
And
give.
I'm sure he's giving you all the strength in the world.
Amen. So I've been saving a lot for that. So hopefully my dream will come true.
Okay.
Who knows?
Okay.
So yeah, that's just.
So Olusuwa,
Oh my goodness.
T, I know as T.
Oluwatosin.
Oluwatosin
Yeah.
would like to go to school.
Yeah.
So if there's anyone there who can assist her, help
I
her.
don't mind with money. I don't mind, please.
It's not always about money, but yeah, there's always sorts of help
Everything
that you
is
can get out there.
Well,
She would
anything
love
you can
to
help
go
me
to
with.
School. She would love to go to school, pursue
my
her
career.
educational dreams, and then eventually her career, right?
Yeah.
I think you're a very amazing woman,
Thank you.
and I hope that you deserve everything that you hope for.
Amen.
Keep striving, keep
Amen.
working hard.
Get my man dream.
Exactly, whatever it is that you wish for.
Yeah.
And I like to end this kind of things with a question, not for you,
Okay.
but for the next guest that I'm going to have.
Okay. Maybe I'll be your next guest. You don't
You
know.
never know.
Yeah.
Come up with the question that you'd like to ask the next person, but you don't know who they are.
Okay.
Yeah. So what is a question that you'd like to ask a person? So basically, what I'm going to do is when I sit down with the next person,
Okay. You
I will
continue
ask
from
them
there.
the same question. No, not continue from there, but I will find some way to put that question somewhere in the conversation.
Okay. I think my question would be, do you think...
Knowing what the show is about.
Okay. What would be my question? Do you think all ladies in Dubai are into prostitution?
That's a very valid.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a very valid
Do you
question.
think all the ladies in UAE are into prostitution?
So a question that we have from
Oluwatosi.
Oluwatosi
Yeah.
is, do you think all ladies are
Into prostitution.
Into
they sell their
prostitution.
body for money.
in Dubai?
Not in well,
What
in
if
Dubai.
it's a guy though? So we need to So
Even
if
if
it's a
it's a
lady,
guy.
if it's a lady, okay.
It's an open question because
Okay, so I can still ask the
Yeah, of
guy.
course,
it's
you
fine.
can ask
You don't want to
anyone.
come up with a different question for a guy.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
it's a general question.
So what's the question? Do you think all ladies in Dubai sell their bodies to survive, to make money,
especially Africans?
especially Africans?
Yeah. That'll be my question.
Olusua?
Oluwatosi.
Oluwatosi.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure, my friend.
It's my pleasure.
And I'm happy to call you my friend. And I know you deserve so much in this life. The God that I pray, the God that you pray, I pray that they give you all that you deserve.
Amen. That's a big amen.
And I pray that you find the right person you're looking for,
Amen.
your family, the right job,
And to be with my family soon in
to
a better
see your
place.
family soon. And I pray that you continue supporting your family.
Amen.
It's been a pleasure having you as my first guest. And I would love to continue chatting with you, having more conversations
Of course,
with
you
you.
see me here mostly every time.
So that's it from us. That's it from me.
And
Thank
that's
you
it
for
from
joining
us.
us.
Yeah.
Voices of Sacrifice and Success
In Dubai.
in Dubai. Thank you, guys.
See
I'll
you next time.
Cheers.
Perfect.